my name's Daniel and you're watching Hiking and Survival in Japan. Today I'm on a business trip for 2 days, 1 night, and as usual I thought I'd take you along with me. Today we're on our way to Tottori, which is pretty far away. I'm show you on the map. So this is where we're traveling today. Here we are down in Kobe and we're going to be traveling all the way up here to Tottori. So on the way there today we're taking a train which will bring us all the way up straight to Tottori. So it's going to take about 2.5 hours. Should be a nice train journey. That's how far away we're traveling today. So we have to get a special train called a Super Hakuto train, which will go straight from Sanemiya all the way to Tottori, where I'll get off at the last stop and then get a bus to my workplace. I'll be staying there overnight and then working the next day and then getting a different way home. So let's enjoy the ride. So I went to check what platform I'm leaving from, what time it's actually leaving from. So it's leaving, my train is leaving at 9:45 from platform 4. Temperature moment actually is only 28 degrees, but with humidity it's up to 35 degrees. I bought a donut to eat on the way because it's a 2.5 hour trip, so it's going to take some time. Normally eating and drinking is frowned upon on the local train systems in the cities, but when you're going on a long distance train like this, most people might bring what they call bentos, which is lunch boxes, with them, so I should be okay. It's only a donut, so I can stuff it in secretly if I have to. But yeah, I'm getting excited about this now, so hopefully we get some nice views from the train. Otherwise, yeah, let's just enjoy this trip. It's so noisy here, it's unbelievable, but that's the train I'm getting. It's the 9:43 special limited rapid, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, limited express. Okay, so that's the train we're going to get on. After 2 hours 35 minutes or so, we finally got here. So this is the train I was on. bus stop. So I've got more to go. I've got now to get to the my place of work. Right, so here we are in Tottori. As you probably noticed, I changed seats on the train, and the reason for that is that I'd gone to the toilet, and as my seat is not a reserved seat, when I came back somebody had taken it. And so I lost my seat. So I ended up standing in the carriageway between the carriages for nearly 2 hours until a very nice lady who had seen me standing there came and got me to tell me that there was now a seat vacant, and that's how I was able to sit down again for a little while. But that's the reason why I ended up standing and then changing seats. Somebody stole my seat. There you go. It doesn't often happen here in Japan, but that's neither here nor there. Now I've got to try and find my bus stop and get to my classroom. Right, so I found where the buses are. I'm supposed to get bus either number 11 or number 12, which is from gate 5. They call it platform 5, but I think gate 5. So we're going to see if we can find that now. But yeah, this is it, and the hotel that I'm staying in tonight is that one just there. I think that's the hotel I'm staying in. We'll find out later tonight when I try to book in. But yeah, I think that's it. But oh, it's been a long journey and it is super hot. And I just can't wait now to get to work. So, the bus I got, which is the number 11, takes a massive big detour. So I've got off where I only have to walk about 15 minutes now to the shopping centre, instead of being on the bus for another 20 minutes or so, because that just seems freaking ridiculous. I don't know what's going on. But then again, this is what happens when you come to rural little places and you don't know where you're going. But it's a beautiful little town I'm in. Typical to all Japanese towns. Lots of pachinko parlours, and there's always some type of workman's place to buy workman's stuff, and then there's always car dealerships. Everywhere. And of course, where there's car dealerships, then there's tyre factories, well, not tyre factories, tyre sellers, and then bits for cars. It's just one of those things. Now, as transportation is very good here in Japan, but people like to have their own transportation, so cars are a big must, especially living this far out. And so yeah, so you are just going to get buckets of car dealerships, car rentals, second car sales places, and as I said, pachinko parlours for those people who don't work and just want to play games all the time. Yeah, now, the usual stuff you find in suburban towns. But let's hopefully now get to this school before I die of heat stroke and God knows what else. I still need to have my lunch as well, and I start work at 2 o'clock, and now it is 12:45, so I'm hoping to be able to get some lunch before I start work. Right, okay, I found my classroom. I just got to find out a security entrance to get into the actual building, and then work until 7. It's now just coming up to 5 to 1, so a few hours of work, and I will see you when I finish work and our journey of how to get to the hotel after that. Alright, so see you soon. Right, okay, so it's just past 7 o'clock now. I finished work and I had an amazing day, actually. My students are pretty cool. Some of them a bit wild, but other ones are pretty cool. I don't know what I'm going to do now. I was thinking about getting something to eat, but I think really what I want to do is get back to where my hotel is, which I still have to find. I'll quickly get across this road. I don't know if you can hear, but the cicadas and the insects are still buzzing away, which they'll do all night. We've got a beautiful sunset going on. It's getting dark pretty quickly now. So yeah, I want to get back to where my hotel is at Tottori station, and then I'll figure out what I'm going to do. So I'm going to sign off for now. I've got to find where my bus is, which I believe is down this way somewhere. And once I get back to my hotel, or near my hotel, I'll talk to you again, okay? Right, okay, so I'm standing here at the bus stop, and I've just found out there is no buses. In the weekday there is no buses. Saturday, yes, there is a bus, but not today. Let's see if I can get you to see this. There you go. As you can see, this says weekday. Sorry, it says weekday here at the top, and it's bus in the morning, and then there's nothing. Weekends. There's weekends here, Saturday, weekends, bank holidays. Yes, there's buses. But there's nothing on these days. So, I don't know what I'm going to do. I have to find some way of getting back. Another bus stop from somewhere else to get back to the station. Wow. Alright. I'll get back to you when I finally feel like I can find a bus. Otherwise, looks like I'm walking back to the train station. What the hell? Right, okay, so it looks like I'm walking back to the hotel because I cannot find a bus stop. That is the honest truth. This is not Kobe. This is not Hyogo. This is Tottori, and things are different up here, and I literally cannot find the bus stop, or a bus stop that's taking me back to the station. So yeah, it looks like I'm walking back to the station, which is not really what I want to do, because I am bleeding tired, and by the time I get there it's going to be past 8 o'clock, and then I still have to try and get dinner and stuff. So I'm not happy right now, to be honest with you. This is not how I expected this to go. But there you go, this is why I'm videoing it, so everything's out there, you know, I don't try to hide anything. But there you go. Luckily I have Google Map to tell me how to get back, but as regards to helping me trying to get a bus, no, it's not working at all. There just seems to be no buses going back. But there you go. As I get closer to where I'm supposed to be staying, I will get back to you. Until then, I got to keep walking, and I'm just walking through suburbia. I'm trying to retrace the steps of where the bus this morning took me, in the hopes of finding a bus stop along that way. But the bus didn't really stop; it just kind of drove out. I think there was only about 2 stops on the way. So yeah, that's what you get for coming out to the countryside. But yeah, I'll get back to you. Right, okay, I've got back to the station. I've got my dinner and my breakfast for in the morning. I'm just going to find the hotel now. I think the hotel is just here. I'm not too sure. I'll find out. And see if I can book in, and then I'll see you in the hotel room. Okay? Okay, well, I've finally made it to my hotel. I'm actually staying in the Washington Hotel Plaza, which is quite nice. It's a lovely room. As you can see, there's not much to see about it. It's a very tiny room. Turning around, there's my TV, and there's me. Hello. That's my dinner in there and my breakfast in the morning, and that's really it. That's how it's the bed. Nice bed, and there's your toilet and shower and bath. Not much really, that's it. So there we go. That's really it. Nothing else to say. So I'm gonna get myself sorted out, have a shower, calm down, and I will see you in the morning. Okay, because I gotta charge my batteries and get everything going. So until then, right. Good morning, world. So I've been up for about an hour now, and I had a really good night's sleep. The bed was amazing. It was really nice to have air conditioning to help me sleep. It was pretty quiet. There isn't actually any curtains. They've actually got shutters, so I was able to pull the shutters across and just leave a little gap for some sunlight in the morning. So it was pretty dark last night. It was really nice. I've got myself shaved and washed and packed my bags, and I'm ready to go now. So I've just had my breakfast and everything. I've got about an hour before I need to leave and get my bus, so I'm going to rest for a little bit. The other thing I'm really worried about again is how I'm going to get home, or should I say, how I'm going to get my connecting bus tonight after work, because the coach that I need to catch just outside here leaves at 7:30. And unless I can get a taxi that's going to get me here in time, I'm not going to be able to catch that. If I don't catch it, there is a train I can get at 8:35, which will take me down to Sanyo, and then from Sanyo I have to then get another train which will then take me to Himeji. It's a bit of a long-winded way of doing it, and then from Himeji then I've got to take another train back to Kobe, which means I would normally get home, well, I'll get into Kobe at about 12 o'clock tonight. So it's not a very ideal way of doing it. If I can catch this coach, the coach will take me straight to Himeji, and then from Himeji I can get a train, which should be about an hour's difference. So that's a lot. That's of course if I can get the coach and get a seat on the coach. The problem I also have at the moment is that this is holiday season in Japan. It's coming up to Obon, which means that the place is very busy. There's a lot of people going around doing lots of things. So that's another problem I have. So I am going to be relying heavily today on my co-worker that I'm working with to help me try to get a taxi or get back here somehow before 8:30 even to catch the train. Because if I don't do that, then I'll be spending another night. That is something I don't want to do because I have nowhere booked to stay, so we'll be trying to book in here again if it's still available, which could be more difficult as it will be a Saturday night instead of a Friday night. Yeah, but let's not think about that. So I'm going to rest for a little bit, and I'll get back to you when I'm checking out. Okay? There you have it now. I've just checked out the hotel, and now to go and get my bus. So yeah, it's another very lovely day, extraordinarily beautiful day. It's going to be a very, very hot day, but let's enjoy the adventure. This is the little park beside the train station, which I really wanted to come and see last night, but I was just too tired to actually come out, and I really just wanted to have a shower after being travelling all day. But as you can see, it's a beautiful park. There was a few people here last night. I think I've seen some break dancers and some skateboard guys, but I couldn't film any of it. Behind me there's the train station, or I should say in front of me now, is the train station, which I'll be getting the train back down to Kobe. Actually advertising the train that I need to take. It's having some anniversary, I think. But what I'm going to do now is going to travel over to the bus stop and wait for my bus. My bus will be leaving in about 20-30 minutes. So the things I would have loved to have done is gone to see the sand dunes, although I probably would have had time yesterday. Didn't in the end because they had messed up my times, and so yeah, I would have loved to have gone and seen the sand dunes of Tottori. They're actually the desert sand dunes, so it would have been nice. There you go. This is the area that I'm in. basically that different type of stuff that you can do here. Unfortunately, as this is a work trip, I don't really have much time to myself, little to no time to myself really. And that's one of the problems I have by doing these work trips, is that yeah, I get to visit different places and say yeah, I've been there, but I don't get time to see anything. Some of my co-workers have come up and spent a little bit longer. I don't have time, unfortunately. Now I don't work tomorrow. If I didn't have a wife and 2 kids to go back to, and that, I'd probably stay an extra night and enjoy myself and look around the place and see different things. But as I have to get home to my family, yeah, I don't have any time to be spending up here now. This is just a complete work trip in, do the job, get out and get back home. Just wish it was a bit more enjoyable and less stress, because compared to my other trips now, this one has been a bit more stressful because of really bad connections to get everywhere. Now, this is the bus stop depot that I wanted to show you yesterday. The coach that I need to get tonight is leaving from here at 7:30. If I miss it, then I got to try and get the train back over there. Right now, I'm going to head down further down the last bus stop and wait for my bus, which will be here in about 20 minutes. So this is my bus stop, and but this is my timetable down here, which I'm looking for Saturday and Sundays, weekends, and I'm getting the 8:58 to the Eon shopping mall area. That's what I need to get. Yeah, should be fun. Here's the funny thing, during weekdays they don't go to the shopping mall, as far as I can see, so that's why I had to get off the bus and walk up closer, because it doesn't seem to do it. I may be wrong, maybe I'm reading the kanji wrong, which could be the case. I'm terrible at reading Japanese, I really am. That's probably one of my downfalls. I am a really bad student, and I can speak a little bit of Japanese, it gets me by, but trying to read Japanese is really hard for me, and I can't write Japanese to save my life. So there you go. But you can see how popular this bus stop is, because there is nobody here waiting for the bus. And it is 8:20 now, so the bus, okay, it's going to be another few minutes before it comes, but still. Now there is a beautiful map here. It tells you all the names of all the different stops on the routes, but as I can't read the Japanese and I'm not from this area, I don't know what the bus stops are or where I'm going, so it's no help to me at all. Right, okay, so we've got off the bus, we're back at our workplace. I've been communicating with my co-workers who've been up here before, and yeah, it seems that the lady that we normally work with up here has a car, so she would normally drive them to the hotel at night and then also drive them to the train station on the next day. But of course she's not with us at the moment because she had an accident, poor lady. Hope she's going to be okay. And that's why all my substitute workers or co-workers are getting here. How? I don't know, but they don't seem to drive. So yeah, I'm in a bit of a pickle now, but we'll see how today goes. I'm going to sign in for work now, and I will let you know at the end of my shift about what's going to happen, how I'm going to get back to Kobe, if I can get back to Kobe or not, or am I spending another night in Tottori somehow. I hope not, because I don't really have the funds to be doing that, but let's wait and see. Right, okay, so we've just left work, jumped in a taxi, as you've seen some of the taxi ride, and now we are going to catch our bus. Luckily, my co-worker was amazing today, and she ordered me a taxi to be waiting for me outside, so when I got off work, all I had to do was run down, jump in a taxi, and away we went. I'm just rushing over now to the bus terminal. I have a good few minutes. I'm happy to say I've got about 20 minutes now before my bus leaves. I've got to figure out now, do I need to buy a bus ticket or not? Once I do that, then I can relax. But as you know, I've been a bit freaked out over this, and everything's worked out in the end, which is nice. I'm very happy. This bus is going to take me to Himeji, and from Himeji then I'll catch the Sanyo train back to Shinkaichi, which is near where I live. So yeah, I don't know if you can hear all the birds at the moment. The birds are going nuts. So I'm trying to figure out now, do I need to buy a ticket or not? Let's find out. Konnichiwa, Himeji.
はい。
来ます。
2500円ですね。
これじゃあ、はい、
で、ちょうどいただきます。で、こちらチケットになりますね。はい、19時30分で、後ろ一番乗り場出発です。
はい、ありがとうございます。どうも。There we have it. We got our ticket. Okay, so let me sort everything out now. Okay, so we've got our ticket. As you've seen, we're all ready to go. I've just had something very quick to eat. I've ordered some bread. I've eaten. I've bought another piece of bread that's in my bag that will take with me. I've also bought then some drinks. Drink on the bus. It's supposed to take about 2 hours, 4 minutes to get there. I've just found out there is a bus that goes all the way straight to Kobe, which takes 2 hours and 53 minutes. But I'm not too sure how often it leaves. The Himeji one was 4 buses. It's supposed to be 20 buses a day, I think. We'll wait and see. I'm going to find out inside what times those buses would have left at. Actually, I think there's a timetable here. If I can read it, we'll see. Oh yeah, there we go, yeah. Okay, hang on. It's actually a bus at 8 o'clock. That would take me straight to Kobe. Yeah, it's handy to know. But yeah, in future, I think anybody can get a bus straight to Kobe. It leaves at 8. Wow. Things you cannot take on the bus. Computers, bicycles, skiing equipment, jewelry, and fish. Wow, okay. There you go. Anyway.
19時30分発特急姫路駅行き発車です。発車します。ご注意ください。長らくのご乗車お疲れ様でした。まもなく姫路駅終点です。ためにお忘れ物がないようお見の支度をお願いいたします。また運賃は仮線のいらないようご用意ください。姫路駅終点です。お忘れ物ないようご注意ください。
Okay, so there we go. We are in Himeji, and we can start thinking about getting home now. I gotta admit, this is pretty cool. I'm happy to be in Himeji now at 8:30. Two things I want to do. One is I've got to find a convenience store, so I want to buy something to eat. And two, I want to go to the toilet. I've been on a bus now for 2.5 hours. Well, not 2.5 hours, that's a lie. Just a little over 2 hours, 2 hours, 10, 15 minutes. So yeah, it's definitely something I need to do, is get to a restroom. Here we are, Himeji. It's super busy. The reason why it's super busy is because it's the beginning of Obon, which is a big festival here in Japan, holiday festival. And so people are going places and everywhere. Right, okay, so I've got myself ice cream because I need to cool down, and next thing I need to do now is get to my train station, heading back Sanyo line, so we should be good. By the way, since we're in Himeji, I thought I would show you this. This is Himeji Castle. I'm not going to go right up to it, but there you go, hang on. That's Himeji Castle there, in the distance, down there. Beautiful white castle. That's what it's known as, the White Castle. There is a Black Castle, which is further down the coast of Japan, but that is the White Castle, and it's the best preserved castle in Japan. So if you want to see a very good castle, come to Himeji. Okay, train. Okay, so we're going to get the Limited Express. She's going to leave soon. There she is. Hanshin Umeda. Right. Okay, so yeah, welcome back to Kobe. As you've seen, I got off at Shinkaisi station and I'm finally home. Okay, yeah, I'm not exactly home, I've got a few more minutes walking to do, but overall I'm home. So let's see, it is now 10:46. I caught the bus in Tottori at 7:30. So we're looking at just under 3 hours to get home. It's still a hell of a long time traveling, and basically running from coach. Sorry, it's going to get dark now. Coach, which I was on for over 2 hours. Getting off the coach, getting on a train, then sitting on the train for another hour. I don't mind going places, but traveling that much does take a lot out of you. And yeah, the last 2 days now have been pretty hectic. Let's face it. 3 hours to get there, start working. Couldn't get a bus home, so I ended up walking. So I couldn't get a bus back to the hotel because there was no buses at the weekday at that time. So walking back for over an hour. Getting up the next day, going back at the shopping centre, doing a whole another day's work, and then so that's 8 hours work, and then taking 3 hours to get back home. It's been a hell of a 2 days. It's not a lifestyle I recommend for most people, and to be honest with you, I don't know how much longer I can be doing it too. You know, I'm not that young anymore. I'm 46 at the moment, and yeah, it takes its toll on me. I don't bounce back as quickly as I used to. Not being able to sit and have time to relax and have a good dinner does wear on you. I've just been eating crap basically for the last 2 days. Food on the go, pieces of bread. I did have kind of a decent meal last night. I had some noodles, cold noodles, which was nice. I did treat myself to a pudding. Actually, no, not pudding. I treat myself to some ice cream as a dessert before going to bed. But yeah, hope you've enjoyed the trip. Sorry I've been waffling on a bit. I know it hasn't really been that exciting, but just want to let you know that it's not that difficult to travel from A to B in Japan. It's actually quite easy once you have good connections, as I mean, you can actually know the times and places that the transport is leaving. It's actually very easy to get around Japan. There is no difficulties whatsoever, and I highly recommend it. Come here, explore, get around, see different things. It's not that difficult. There isn't that much of a language barrier. You just need to pick up a few phrases which you can learn very simply from phrase books and or stuff online. Okay, don't be scared. Get out there, enjoy life, and see what's out there. But I'm going to sign off now, okay, and just say to you, thanks very much for watching. Thanks to all my subscribers. If you're not one of my subscribers, hit the subscribe button, okay, and as always, like and share, and remember, be prepared.